What's going on, everybody? My name is Ben, and welcome back to a very special episode of Sci-Fi Wednesdays. I know it's Friday, but you know what? It's all good. We're going to push forward today on the Kelvin and try to get all the azteking done and the decaling. So let's jump right on in with a time lapse and let's finish off the entire azteking for the USS Kelvin. Whew, fingers crossed this goes well. I'm really hoping that we can get this thing nailed out. So let's do it and get this thing done. Alright everybody, so I think the azteking patterns turned out perfectly on the saucer, both the upper and the lower sides, so I'm happy with that. We're going to go ahead and move on now to the shuttle bay, the deflector dish hull, the warp nacelle, and the neck. Those have to be done a little bit differently because, well, there's no templates for those in this kit. We're going to have to go ahead and draw out some. Now I'm going to go ahead and revert back to what I did on my USS Enterprise when I built that and I went ahead and azteked that entire ship. We're going to go ahead and take a little piece of frisket paper. We're going to draw out some rectangles and some squares and make a nice random pattern. Now that I have that random pattern more or less drawn out, we're going to go ahead and take our X-Acto knife and we're going to cut out all of the black parts. That will give us a reverse mask that we can use and just hold it down to the model kit, much like I did for the other azteking patterns. And then we can just mist over with our airbrush. We can hold a little bit longer if we need to make them a bit darker. And I think that should give us a nice varied degree of shapes and sizes of the azteking. Now I can also rotate this as well, which would give us a different orientation for all these different squares. So let's go ahead and just jump into a time lapse. We're going to go ahead and paint up the nacelle, the engineering hull, and the deflector dish area plus the necks with this random template that I created. So let's go ahead and cue up that time lapse, grab our German gray, and let's go ahead and get this thing going. So that actually turned out beautifully. I love how it looks. We've got the azteking patterns, we've got the raised detail. We also have the flashes here of yellow along the back of the nacelle. I think it looks pretty awesome. I want to do a few more little touch-up paints here and there, and then I want to overcoat the entire thing in future so that we can let it dry, and then we can come back and we can hit the decals. We have a lot to do and very little time to go ahead and do this in. Let's go ahead and wrap this all up and leave it to dry for about 24 hours. And we are back. It's been about a day or so here for me on the bench, and as you can see, we have our Kelvin all nicely overcoated in future. Now we have to go ahead and turn our attention over to the decals. That's going to be another time lapse though, because we don't have a lot. We just have enough to go ahead and take a little bit of time up here. So let's go ahead and jump into that time lapse. We're going to cut out all the decals. Then we just go step by step. We'll go ahead and start on the top of the saucer and get all these ones done. Move to the other side of the saucer, and then we'll pretty much just have the nacelle and we are finished. All right, everybody, we are looking decent. Our decals are on. I love it. These look really, really cool. I'm liking how this is turning out so far. Yeah, the Kelvin isn't as glossy as I thought it was going to be. For some reason, that Pledge Revive It just really sucked right down to that paint and did not really give it that nice gloss sheen as it typically does. So I'm not really sure why, but it doesn't matter. We are looking decent. We've got the decals down. We've got microsol, microset there for our coverings like we usually do. We are ready to let this thing cure. Then we can come back, we can overcoat the entire thing in that future coat again, let it dry, and then flat it out and see what we have. Of course, we still have our base left to do, and I'll get that done while I'm letting everything else dry, and hopefully we will be ready with the final reveal video tomorrow. If not, I'll at least be done tomorrow, and I'll post a video as soon as I can. But until next episode, guys, thank you so much for watching. You know the drill. Go out there, get yourself some bench time, have some fun, go build something cool, and we'll see you back here, probably tomorrow, for the final reveal of the USS Kelvin for the Apollo group build. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you soon.